Hi there. Good morning. And Matt, thank you so much for doing a coffee talk with me this morning. So this is Matt Coles. He is a senior solutions engineer with Arctic Wolf based out of Minneapolis, which is where the headquarters are. So Matt and I have had the opportunity to work on some opportunities for different credit unions in the past. And Matt, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to just do sort of a quick coffee talk here with us this morning. So um, I wanted to just kind of go all the way back. On these coffee talks, we've talked about incident response, vulnerability assessment, cyber awareness training. We've talked about some additional services that Arctic Wolf offers, but at its core is a solution or a service called managed detection and response. What is that? Like, what is Arctic Wolf's bread and butter? What does Arctic Wolf do?
Yeah, it's a big question, but the simplest way to describe managed detection and response is 24/7 monitoring of your entire attack surface, which is really interesting, right? We feel like you shouldn't have to spell that out all the time because traditionally when we talk about log monitoring or security monitoring, people are only sending certain logs or certain, key parts of the environment. But with Arctic Wolf, right, we want maximum visibility. We want network visibility and flow traffic. We want endpoint data. We want cloud and SaaS application data. And we're going to correlate it all together to find out where these suspicious events and activities and indicators of compromise actually are, and do that very, very quickly and effectively to identify threats.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so I think most people think of cybersecurity and they think of like tools. So I know Arctic Wolf has a sensor and Arctic Wolf has an agent, but you're not a tool, right? I mean, you're a service.
Exactly. Yeah. We've been conditioned over the last couple decades as IT professionals to look to tools to solve our problems. But, with security, there's a lot more that goes into healthy security operations. You need real security expertise to run investigations quickly, to understand what's happening from a trends standpoint nationally and globally, and to be able to correlate that activity together quickly and effectively to deliver security outcomes for the company is imperative, right?
Yep. So let's say a credit union's invested in CrowdStrike or SentinelOne, and they've got a Fortinet firewall, right? So they've got some good tools, but let's say that they've got a limited IT staff, and that IT staff is, realistically, they could have 50, 100, 1,000 alerts a day from their existing SIM tool or the tools
Yeah.
I described. Arctic Wolf would, on their behalf, take that data and basically act as their security team, correct? Isn't that sort of what this is?
Right. Yeah. And those tools are important, but I like to talk about it in terms of home security quite a lot. So, you need to have a deadbolt on the front door of your house. That's what's going to stop most people from walking into your house. And that's really what your firewall and your endpoint protection software are. They're effective prevention tools. But if somebody really wants to find a way to get into your house, whether it's through an open window or just bashing through that front door with a targeted attack, they're going to find a way to do that. So having healthy security operations is about looking for those advanced indicators of compromise so that when those tools fail, we've got the ability to lock in on that and put a stop to that attack before it becomes damaging and disruptive to the company.
Okay, indicators of compromise. So I'm going to share a quick story with you. We recently had a client that Arctic Wolf alerted us to behavior in a 365 mailbox that was an indicator of compromise. So I know I used this term earlier. The triage team described it as impossible travel.
Mm-hmm.
So what they saw was 365 activity in the same mailbox from Virginia, Texas, and Germany within, I think it was like an 11-minute period. So that's where you, through your SIM platform, are parsing through and getting an alert on this. And that's where, with the agent, they were able to start containment. So is that pretty typical of kind of how an Arctic Wolf service would work?
Yeah, it is. And it's really interesting because, depending on your tier and your licensing with Microsoft, you might get that alert in your inbox that says, hey, there might have been some suspicious travel going on here. But with Arctic Wolf in the mix, because we're pulling on these data points from local endpoints, from Active Directory, and from the rest of the environment, our security professionals can correlate that activity together and tell that full story from top to bottom. And within a matter of minutes, identify that, yes, this is actually a problematic attack, or whoa, yeah, this person is actually traveling, or maybe they're using a VPN. And we can see that based on logs X, Y, and Z. So, having that true positive confirmation one way or the other is incredibly valuable for any IT team.
Right. So real people. I think the engineers, you call them a triage team or triage engineers.
Mhm.
And then how many operational centers do you have in the United States? I mean, physical locations. So it is US based, correct?
Yep, we are North American based. We've got four stock locations today across the US, and we've also got a global presence set up to fail over if we really need to.
Awesome. So it is a 24/7 service. It's not including holidays. So somebody's got to be on staff.
Especially holidays.
Yeah, especially holidays.
Hackers are targeting holidays like we've never seen before, and that's
You're right.
So we actually staff up big on holidays.
Okay, good. Awesome. Matt, this has been great. Thank you so much for your time on our little coffee talk. I appreciate it. So look forward to working with you again soon. And again, I'm very grateful for your time this morning. Thanks a lot, Matt. Take care.